So I want to put the heads on because I actually want to do a leak down, see where we're at with the heads. It is sometimes information is, especially that type of information, is great. I can see if there's a particular weakness. I can see if there should not be issues with the rings at this point. But if there are, it is what it is, and it will run. The I want to check the intake valve and the exhaust valve. So if there's one that's particularly worse than the other, I'll be able to kind of focus on that. So stand by. I'm going to put the head on, and we got new head base gaskets. So, and with this being with this being a big bore kit, I'm going to have to fiddle a little bit with the push rod tubes. So that's no big deal. It is. So stand by. Let me get the other head on, or let me get the head on. Okay, I'm going to install the next one. It is. I have the head sitting on the other cylinder. It's just sitting there. I'm actually cleaning all the parts, so that'll take 30 minutes. So I might as well put this one on. So I'm going to start by putting on the base gasket. And And again, we are aware that we need to line up the oil hold there. I've actually bought a motorcycle when I tore apart the engine. The base gasket was reversed. There is still a washer on here. Okay. I just put a little bit of oil on it. So the next is 2 O-rings. And I believe the O-rings are there just to prevent, really kind of like, I think, actually from oil migrating out. And you put them on the top as well. There are 4 that go on, basically on the rocker arm assembly. There are 4 where the 4 head bolts are. You actually put them on there as well. So next is the cylinder. So I actually have weighed the previous cylinders and these cylinders. So I'll go over those in another video, and I'll probably post the well, one of them weighs it's like 441. The previous one was 441, and this is like 498. So it's like 50 grams more. So the first is and I've already I already measured the end gap, and it looks it looks like it's a, I don't know, maybe a click tighter than the other side, which is great. It's nowhere near the absolute minimum, so it seems like this one's like right in the middle actually. So that is boy, I've got that wrist pin out here. Ooh. So every little bit helps. So arrow goes this way. So it's kind of easy because this huge divot is for the intake valve. Intake valve is bigger than the, well, I don't think it is actually, but it is normally the divot is for the intake side. So this piston faces toward the exhaust. So I'm going to be driving it this way, so I want to put the clip in on this side. I'm going to gently put it in. So it is in. It actually seated itself. I didn't even have to seat it, but I can turn it easily and it doesn't come out. That's kind of how you know it's in. So I'm going to put in two, first of all, let's see how well that wrist pin fits in there. Sometimes you have to slightly heat up the connecting rod to get it in. It goes in very well. So I'm going to put this back in the freezer for a second because I guess every little bit helps. So you know what? I think I'm going to put the rings on right now actually, because I think it was kind of easy doing it, driving in the wrist pin, so I didn't see an issue. So let me get my zip ties. And first, let me, I've got to straighten up my just straightening up the ring compressor a little bit, just to make life easy. It just has to generally fit in here. It's pretty good. Okay. So next is the zip ties, which I think makes a absolute huge difference. And I used to do this for my BMW motorcycles. It just seemed to work well on the BMWs. So I thought, man, maybe it'll work like this. And so that's why I kind of do it. I mean, it holds it up just enough to get the piston. So let me get my gloves on. Yes. Let me put the piston rings on. Okay, the rings are in. So let me heat this up. Let me get the wrist pad. Okay, so let's set up the okay. Looks good. All right. It is so I can remove this now. And I'm going to slightly oil the cylinder. Next up is the spring compressor. Or the ring compressor, I guess. So just need to straighten these out a little bit more. And looks really good, actually. Okay, so that actually seemed to go down easier than the other one. So now I just and it's in. So it's very went very well, and so we will do the same thing for the other head. And so the other parts should be done washing by now. I'm going to put the parts for this one in to wash, and we will start. We'll probably be able to do a leak test really kind of fast. This one's already at top dead center anyway, so it's once we put the head on, just tighten it down. We'll see where we're at. So stay tuned.